The third part of this, it's your fault. The third part of this was when we went into toss acrosses. You might like to see this view. So if we do a twinkle, instead of me taking this twinkle, 1, 2, 3, straight down line of dance, instead what I do is I under-rotate it on purpose, 1, 2, 3, so that it lands facing diagonal center. I wanted you to see that view, but since we've been doing these this way, I'll let you see it from this way too. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 instead of 1, 2, 3. So I go 1, 2, 3. Now from here, I'm going to do what's called a check. She's going to do the first triple twinkle. So I'm going to go check, replace, and back up and face the new diagonal. So now I've set this up to go on this new diagonal. She did the footwork basically that I just did doing my serpentine a minute ago with the guys going forward just now. And I did a check as the lead part right here to let her get out in front of me. The biggest thing on this is, again, that we're taking 2 steps on the new diagonal. So we go diagonal, and on that diagonal sideways, and then turn and land on the new diagonal. And diagonal sideways, and land on the new diagonal. From here, I have been sending her away and having her dance down the floor. We'll talk about that in a minute. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang back once I get her started, sneak between her feet, and I'm going to take that back into a twinkle so I can go into a natural turn and take it back around her. We'll do this going back this way so you can see this too. So we go 1, 2 to over here, 3. I'm going to check 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Then I make her dance more 90. I go between her feet and collect her. That's not easy. The biggest thing on these triple twinkles, we call these toss acrosses in American, and that's what most people know them by if you've been dancing for a little while and doing American style. The hard part is in this dance, one of the hard parts is that when you ladies are in front, you're leading the action and you need to give the leader somewhere to dance. And so what happens when we start doing these twinkles is you ladies start making them go like 90 degrees across in front of the dude, so they collapse and they don't go anywhere. As the leader, I want to make sure I'm not the reason that that's happening. And as the follower, once you have a little bit of experience and you go, oh, that's that triple twinkle action, you realize that you need to go down the floor. So Lisa's going to go down the floor, giving me room to dance. She's going to check in with me, and then she's going to turn and face the new diagonal. So the first one goes on this side. So she goes 4, 5. She doesn't go directly across in front of me. She goes over there. 1, 2, 3. She goes over there. But when I want to come out, I can't do a twinkle and catch her from here. Also, I'd be lying if I didn't tell you, and I said this in class, so I'll say it here. When the ladies are in front of me out at the club and we go to do this action, I give her a little bit of compression like sugar push, like I'm sending her away on a sugar push. So I send a little energy towards her, and I'm sending a little energy because I want her to give me somewhere to dance. So as she finds my hand tossing across from one side to the other, she finds that it's firm, and I send her away to entice her to dance away from me. However, on the last one, when I want to go back to close, if I send her away, I'll never catch her. So what I'll do is I'll get her to take the first step, and then I'll catch her short, which changes her vector and pulls her more 90 degrees, which allows me to sneak up between her feet and go into a twinkle from there. So I make her travel, and then I go, no, don't travel, so that it makes me able to go and pick her out. Just a little tip that I think will help you to do that. I'm going to go ahead and add the second class of that week because it's the same action. So she took you into some waterfalls. So she steps with her left foot and I check again. But this time I went to a handshake hold, and we'll show that from the side as well. And then we went like this and like this. Realize that this is the same action that we just did a minute ago, and I'll do it from this other perspective so you can see it. Sorry. So I go and check, and then I shake hands. Now we're right to right. I pick it up and drop it and let it just float down like a parachute, and let it just float down like a parachute. Now, you do, at the end of that 2 leaders, I do catch her, bink. I catch her, get her to turn, release. Catch her, get her to turn, release. So I am using, because you don't know the skill level of the girl you're dancing with. So when she gets to the 2, can we slow? So we go 1, and when she gets to 2, she feels just a little bit of back pressure from my hand. I just don't want her to run off down the floor. Then I toss it away. So I'm actually enticing her to go diagonal, diagonal, flip around, and land on the new diagonal. So I am giving her a little bit of help in that idea. And then once I have this hand, and we do it the other side, 4, bink, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3. Now this next part, this was tricky for Shizzle. When she steps out on the 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. When she goes out on the 4, 5, 6, I'm going to give this a little bit of a curl. I'm going to leave it in the air. She turned around, did her compass turn, just like we did that left turn in week 2. And I'm not going to dance over here behind her. I'm going to dance right at her, slip past her, and into a left turn. And we're off to the races and down the floor back to the outside.
And just as a reminder, guys, that's where we actually talked about, depending on where you are in reference to her, when she lands on her turn, if you're directly behind her or kind of like on this side and you haven't really set yourself up, step underneath her just like Damon just did. But if you find yourself kind of over here and you're going to step and you're going to step on her foot, step outside partner and do exactly the same thing.
To this side, you mean?
Yeah, outside partner here.
Oh, am I being the dude?
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
you're
okay,
being
yeah.
the guy, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
oh, yeah, it would be okay for your left foot to pass outside of her instead of between her feet. Oh, I got you. Okay, yeah. So coming at you one more time. If we do it from here, we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Yes, sorry. Uh-uh. Oh.
You didn't touch my shoulder.
So 1, 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, and 1. Dance past her. 3 and 4, 5, 6. Thank you for teaching for us, Lisa. Appreciate it. Anyway, you guys did a great job. This should keep you busy for years to come. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Reach out to us. We're happy to help you take a private lesson, whatever. We're glad you joined us for our Waltz series. Thank you all so much. Thanks, Lisa.